Great coal-fired pizza. It's got to be a thick crust. It's got to have a snap to it. But then you also get like the char. We happen to be the steward of the oldest coal oven in New York City. There's like a lot of like weird stuff that comes with the coal oven where it's like custom tools and the crazy vacuum cleaner. And I'm the owner. I'm the chef. What's going on, America? We knew coming into this, we are never going to make money on it. The devil comes to me and says, Nino, sign this paper right now. I'll guarantee you never lose another penny in this place. But you're not allowed to make a penny. I'd sign the paper tomorrow.
Hey, wake up, Dada, wake up.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Nino Coniglio, we're Lucky Charlie's. Believe it or not, you're in a restaurant right now. Give me 5 minutes, I'll be right out. I'll show you guys around. Okay, we're ready. We're at Lucky Charlie's. It's 1 p.m. We're sitting in the grandma apartment right now. This is where I've been living and my wife's been visiting to get this store open. I went to bed at 7 a.m. last night. We're working about 18 to 19-hour days over here, so come to the back, crash out, get back up, do it all over again the next day. This is my daughter, Penelope Luciano Coniglio. She's adorable. So let me show you the dining room. So this is Lucky Charlie's. First thing we do over here at Lucky Charlie's is go check our oven. So we're in the kitchen over here. We got sheeted some pasta. We're doing a bunch of clams, but this is the real thing over here. This is 1890 coal fire oven, goes all the way underneath the street. This thing is crazy. It's 17 feet by 14 feet. You got different heat zones on here. Right now it's 700 down the middle. So it says too hot to even read on this temperature gauge over here. And then over here we're at 672. So over here we got our big thing of coal. This is not what you used to cook your hot dogs with. This is the stuff that your parents give you when you're a bad kid in the 1980s for Christmas. You don't see the Titanic and choo-choo trains back in the day running on wood. You know, it runs on this stuff. I've been cooking pizza since I'm 12 years old. I've done it in every single way you could possibly think of, from old school Bari ovens, Neapolitan wood-fired ovens on forno di legna, steam tube ovens from Italy. Baking pizza is all about the thermal mass of the oven that you're using. The bricks here go all the way to the sidewalk, so there's nothing like it. Also, because of the different heat zones, we can move a pie around that it started off at 650, goes to 500, goes back to 700, crisp up. Something that you couldn't do really in any other oven that I've ever worked with. Woo! Fire's doing amazing, 2 p.m. Now it's time for the dough. We have a Empire spiral mixer. This creates, as opposed to a planetary mixer over here, where you get like a lot of friction and banging around. Heat is the enemy of gluten development. Once you get too hot, you're breaking the gluten strands, so this allows us to get where we gotta go in this world. There's Gregorio. He's a Sicilian Omedegan. He's the only guy that speaks Sicilian dialecto in this whole thing. This neighborhood was the largest Sicilian community in the world outside of Sicily for about 40 years.
Amone.
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 Amone. So we just dumped the poolish. Right now at Lucky Charlie's, we're doing about 70 doughs a day. We could be doing a lot more, but with the size of the restaurant and the fact that we're not doing deliveries and DoorDash and all the other things, it just is what it is. There's only so many tables. This dough from today will be used 72 hours from now. The reason why we're doing it so low is so you get different tasting notes depending on warm and cold fermentations. What we're doing here is slowly incorporating everything. This is like where we kind of, you know, not sit and twiddle our thumbs, but moral of the story, don't stare at the dough. You'll get lost. It's like a DMT trip or something. It's like, you know what I mean? You'll lose your mind. While we're waiting for this dough to continue mixing, this is our bolognese for our Analetti al forno. Analetti is a very old school Sicilian pasta. You won't find it really anywhere else in Italy. It's a very hard thing to find in New York City. It's a baked pasta. So Analetti's are like little SpaghettiOs, and then Analetti al forno is the pasta, pecorino sardo, cacio e cavallo, roasted eggplant, peas, primo sali, and breadcrumbs, and it's all kind of layered up. Yeah, got our little Analetti's over here, and then we bake it in our coal oven after we put them all together. Stick a little pizza dough on top. That creates like a little Mount Etna. Bolognese is, it's from Bologna, so it wouldn't be right to say we're making a Bolognese Bologna thing when we're making a Sicilian thing. So it's just a little bit different. I don't want those Bolognians coming out to whack me out, you know. They got that bologna money. It's 3 o'clock, dough's finishing up, but we got a lot of shit to do. So this is our hand sheet pasta. This is for our cannelloni, which is kind of like a manigot. So this is an egg pasta dough. So farm fresh eggs, imported semolina flour, put it together, let it hydrate for 30 minutes, finish eating, sheet it out, let it rest, boil, blanch, you're done. It's not that hard. But yeah, we're not gonna buy sheets of pasta because that's f***ing gross. You gotta do the hard thing in this world, otherwise what are you waking up in the morning for? Most of the stuff on the menu, we kind of landed on because everything's gotta be able to be cooked in this oven over here. Except for the cold stuff. We don't cook the cold stuff. We don't cook the salads. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should. So we're on cannelloni prep. Gregorio's knocking these things out before service. We have a whipped spinach ricotta with pecorino sardo, which is pecorino from Sardinia. These are Italian terracotta stoneware dishes that, I mean, they're baked at thousands of degrees to make these things, so they can survive almost any temperature. I gotta go throw out a chef coat because I gotta pull this dough out. I don't want to mess up my Uncle Charlie's shirt. Charlie Verde will get really angry with me. It's 3:15, dough's done. We're gonna pull this out, get it ready. I had to put on the sunglasses because, you know, they go with the chef coat and I got blinded by the light, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, America? Yeah, now it's gonna bench rest for 20 minutes. Bench rest is basically where it sits on this table. You're just creating more strength and everything so that when we start dividing and rolling, like, the whole thing's not gonna fall apart. We gotta cover it up so it doesn't dry out. Bing and bong and boom. Dude, this is my breakfast. Bro, I got 6 grams of protein. I got vitamin C in here. You know, it's fresh squeezed Campagna lemons. We're gonna start building our Analetti over here. So one thing you'll find out if you start like looking into, you know, Sicilian cuisine is 80% of everything has eggplant in it. It's eggplant on top of eggplant on top of eggplant, melanzane. So this is the pecorino sardo from Sardinia.
You don't normally portion this, Nino?
No. Are you out of your mind? Listen, if I portioned all this stuff every day, what's Gregorio gonna do? He's gonna do nothing. Jesus. What, you wanna see if I can do it? You think I can't do this? As much of it seems like not in my character and whatever, like I do like to just put my head down and knock stuff out. You put your head down, you start banging out pizzas, you know, 5 hours, it goes by in 2 seconds. 4 p.m. over here at Lucky Charlie's. The dough is finally ready to shape. So Gregorio's weighing out all the dough. I'm rolling it. So you see how it's smooth over here and you got a little bubble. If you do this too tight, you see the gluten ripping. That's what you don't want to do. You got to get it tight enough to where, you know, it's going to ferment properly without collapsing, but without ripping the gluten apart. So I started making pizza when I was like 11, 12 years old. When I was 20 years old, I went to a pizza competition at the Javits Center, won first place for pizza acrobatics, which is like throwing pizza around. Got on the United States pizza team, got to travel around the world for free, Italy, France, China. So the US pizza team is, it used to be very focused on acrobatics, now it's more culinary focused. Since then, I've won almost every pizza competition, international pizza competition in the world. I've won Chopped. Yeah, I'm like DJ Khaled, all I do is win, win, win no matter what. Even with 6 whiskey sours, I mean, got another 15, 20 minutes to service. Gotta knock this out real quick. See you on the other side. 5:15. Already got orders rolling. We're gonna make some pizza right now. Come see how it's done. How you doing? We got 3 pies on the menu. We got the classic, the red, and the white. That's all you need. You want toppings, we'll throw them on for you. Classic pie, it is fresh mozzarella. It is DOP semi-marzano tomatoes. There's basil in the sauce, but we're not going all like tricolore over here because trying to keep it as close to what I remember from when I was a youth, you know, of cold oven pizza. Usually I've always stretched dough and I've been like very militant about it my entire career, is never touching the crust or the cornichone. I'm pushing the air into it. So you see how I'm stretching it, but I'm never touching this end. So over here, we're doing it a little different. So, and this is the only place I've ever done this. And I even press it out so it doesn't have a crust because, I don't know, that's what I remember. And I think Gennaro Lombardi and Mr. Totono and the late great Andrew Bellucci, you know, they'd be proud. First, pecorino sardo, cheese first because that's how it was and that's how it feels like it's coming out right at the same time. Leone mozzarella, we're not shy. Couple stripes. We're doing stripes because I said so. We got different peels. This one's 7 feet, that one's 20 feet, the other one's 10 feet. All right, so we're going in. You got this? All right, let's shake. So we're starting right here, a little left to the middle. 600 on one side, 570 on the other side. So then I'm gonna let that pie set. I'm gonna move it over to a colder spot that's around like 550, and I'm gonna finish it off at around 650. You hear a lot of like temperatures in pizza, 700, 800, 1,000 degrees going around. If you cook a pizza at 1,000 degrees legitly, it's gonna be done in under 60 seconds. It's gonna be a soggy mess on the bottom, blah, blah, blah. I don't want that. I don't think most people want that. You know, you get some of these like Napolitan guys who are like, that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm like, it's supposed to be wet on the bottom. You need to cook a pizza like longer at a certain temperature to get it crispier. But like having the ability to switch temperatures also gives you that charness, so you get the crispiness, you get like the New York, and then you get like the cold high temperature all rolled into one beautiful package. So look, you see I got that. We call that bella bruciata, beautifully burnt. See that? So you got your crispy, you got your char. Yeah, that's a crunch. Little 40-month aged Parmesan Reggiano, something else that's pretty hard to find in the world. Sicilian extra virgin olive oil, Finito la Musica. All right, so we got red pie next. Yeah, this Piolo is ridiculous. This whole entire place is ridiculous. Us doing this is ridiculous. I got a wife and a 2-year-old daughter that like come and visit me sometimes because I live in a grandma apartment in the back, you know? I'm lucky, today they're here, but tomorrow maybe not. A healthy amount of pecorino sardo, olive oil, also very healthy amount. That's Sicilian oregano off the branch. You see how it looks different? That's not what your oregano out of your thing and how your pizzeria looks like, right? Because that's a real thing. This one's actually the perfect one. This is a red half anchovy. I'm gonna go find the people that ordered this and tell them I'm very proud of them. So we started off the first month and a half where I was literally making and baking every single pizza. These guys like standing right behind me. And then, you know, eventually you gotta get to a place where, you know, these guys can do it themselves. I'm watching every single pie come upstairs. Like, you'll see me like walk up with like a fork to a customer and check out their undercarriage to make sure it's the right way. The perfect undercarriage is Bella Bruschetta, beautifully burnt. It's 27.7% more than G&D, Golden and Delicious. This is panko breadcrumbs, all right? Now, I can't take credit for this. This is a 100% Mark Iacono from Lucali's genius invention. Basically what this does is you put the pie on it, it levels it up because the metal gets very, very hot. So it keeps the pizza crispy, and then any grease that comes from it gets sucked up by the panko breadcrumb, and it's like an all natural, without like a crust saver thing, way to keep your pizza cool. If you don't like the panko on the bottom, you brush it off. Just brush it off. Who's that? You want to see me? You want to make pizza? Here you go. Yeah? Thank you. I love you, Penny. Aww. I knew we needed more coal because we needed more coal. The flame was a little low. You just gotta constantly watch it. It's a crazy thing. So I gotta vacuum the oven. So on a regular pizza oven, you would have a brush. So you're only 2 pies deep. So you can brush out all the stuff. On here, if you brush it, because the oven's so big, it would just move dust and flour or whatever else around. So here we got a vacuum. Yeah, we're vacuuming like the flour, semolina, coal dust in certain places. It's just like part of like any other maintenance is you gotta brush it out every once in a while. Yeah, so we make a white pie because we don't believe in chasing waterfalls. Any pie that you order, you do any combination of toppings up to 3 toppings. We don't do more than 3 toppings because we're not making disgusting pizza over here. Stracciatella, panna, black pepper, cream. I'll put a little bit extra black pepper, real light oregano. There's a little Asiago, a little extra virgin olive oil. That's a white pie. Not too wet, not too dry. A little basil. You got your black pepper. Deep cuts. Boom. Service. Just got done with the first push. Kitchen's in good hands with the team over here. I gotta get upstairs. You guys gotta get out of here. And remember, when you come to Lucky Charlie's, mangia viva futtatini. Eat, drink, and who gives a f about anything?